Okay children, now let us learn operations of real numbers. Now in previous classes also we have learned different kinds of numbers. Under the different kinds of numbers we have learned about the different properties like closure property, associative property, commutative property and distributive property. Under that each property we used to see under all four operations. So here also let us consider some few examples. Suppose let us take root 5 plus minus root 5. Okay, here this is a real number and this is a real number, and if you add these two you will get a 0. Okay, root 5 plus minus root 5 is equal to 0 and it is a rational number. It is a real number as well as a rational number. Okay, now similarly under addition. Okay, now suppose you take root 7 minus root 7. Okay, root 7 minus root 7 is a 0. This is also a rational number. Okay, this is also a rational number. Now let us take root 3 into root 3. Okay, root 3 into root 3. Root 3 into root 3 is when you multiply 2 under roots, you have to multiply 3 square under root. Now we know that root 3 is nothing but 1 by 2. So which is equal to 3 into 3 power 2 into 1 by 2, which is equal to 3. Again here 3 is a rational number. Again 3 is a rational number. Now let us take one more example, which is root 2 and divided by root 2. Root 2, when you divide by root 2 you will get 1. Again here 1 is a rational number. Okay, again your root 2 is a rational number. Now what you observe here, the sum of two irrational numbers is a rational number. The sum of two irrational, the difference of two irrational numbers is a rational number. The product of two irrational numbers is a rational number, and the quotient of two irrational numbers is also a rational number. Therefore, the sum, difference, quotients and products of irrational numbers need not be rational numbers. That's what we have proved here. Okay. Therefore, we can say that irrational numbers are not closed with respect to addition, subtraction, multiplication and also division. Now let us see some problems on irrational numbers. Now let us do few examples based on what we have discussed just now. Okay. Now check whether 5 root 3, 6 by root 2, 12 plus root 3 are irrational or not. Okay. Children, we know that the values of root 2 and root 3. Root 2 is equal to 1.414 and it is so on, and root 3 is equal to 1.732 so on. Okay, so they are non-terminating, non-recurring decimal numbers. Now let us take the first question, 5 root 3. 5 root 3 is nothing but 5 into root 3. Now let us take the value of root 3 as 1.732 so on. Now if you multiply, you will get a rational number, again an irrational number. So you will get like this, and here you will be getting a dot dot dot. Okay, 7.260. Now let us go for the second question, 6 by root 2. Now 6 by root 2. Here we have an irrational number in the denominator. Now in order to do this problem, here we are not supposed to get an irrational number in the denominator. So let us convert that irrational number to a rational number by multiplying and dividing both with root 2. Okay, so you will get 6 root 2 by 2. Root 2 into root 2 is 2. Now here you can cancel, you will get 3 root 2. And now we know the value of root 2. Substitute here, 3 into 1.414 and so on, which is equal to 3 4s are 12, 3 1s are 3, plus 1 4. Okay, 1 4. Okay, so you will get the value like this. Again, it is an irrational number. Let us take the third example, that is 12 plus root 3. Now 12 is a rational number and root 3 is an irrational number where its value is 1.732 so on, which is equal to, even you add this, you will get 12 plus 1 13, and this is a whole part, and a whole part from this is only 1, and this is the decimal part. There is no decimal part, so add only whole parts, that is 12 plus 1 13.732 so on. So here what you observe, when you multiply a rational number and an irrational number, you will get an irrational number. When you divide a rational number by an irrational number also, you will get a irrational number. When you add an irrational number to a rational number also, your resultant is irrational number. So here, how you can say these are irrational? Because they are non-terminating, non-recurring decimals. Therefore, these are irrational numbers. These are irrational numbers. Hence, check. Okay. Now, you can go through the further examples from your textbooks, children, and do the problems which are related to this. Okay. Now from this exercise, classify which are rational and irrational. Simplify the following as rational or irrational. Okay. Now you can do first bit and second bit from this.